What should not cost money? Electronic money transfers. My insurance company charges a convenience fee to get their money monthly from my account. College applications. Sending test scores and transcripts to colleges. Taking said tests. Why do I need to pay to send essential college things when it's done online now? Why do AP exams cost $95 each? Fuck the College Board. Non-for-profit my ass. Edit. Wow, I didn't expect to get all these comments back. I posted this knowing that tests cost money to print, write up, and grade. I just really thought $95 is too much to pay. But I still stand by my statement about how sending things to colleges shouldn't cost as much as it does. I'm going into my freshman year of college. My parents paid $60 plus per application plus $12 for school to send my test scores. I really just think it's too much. Why do I have to pay to get rejected? So you don't waste people's time being the boomhauer of college applicants. College transcripts. They should be able to be delivered, transferred and processed for free. I feel like that should be included in the cost of tuition. After I spent tens of thousands to attend, the transcript shouldn't be extra. Dying is surprisingly expensive. When my 25-year-old nephew died, it cost us over $6,500 for cremation and burial. That did not include the tombstone. Clean water. Water being free could lead to a lot of wastage as people won't care about using free water efficiently. Water and electricity shouldn't be free, but it should be cheap and accessible to everyone. Insulin. Air. Lays would be very upset with this comment. Those damn O'Hares keep jacking up the prices. Honestly, anything that is mandatory if I absolutely have to do something, then why do I need to pay for it as if it's a service I opted for? Like passports, IDs. It's illegal to not have an ID, but I still have to pay $100 every 5 years to get one. And anything that's absolutely basic to survival, like insulin, it should be cheaper at least. The COVID-19 vaccine when it comes out, I do agree that it should be free. However, the cost of development and manufacture still exists if a small biotech company has been working on part of it but sees no compensation, then that could be it for them. Monsieur, the best way I could imagine is a country's government to pay for it. Of course, if your country has socialized healthcare, this will already be the case. Feminine products. Ain't it enough that I bleed out of my crotch once a month and cramp to no end at the same time? Edit. Whoa, I'm starting to understanding what people mean by rip my inbox. Didn't expect this to blow up at all. I went to bed and my inbox died a little. To the people saying, well, say, why don't you just make your own feminine products, and especially the one who told me to pay for your dues. Lady. The original comment came from a place that wants them to not cost nearly as much as they currently cost. I'm for sure okay with paying some of the cost, but I'm not okay with paying an egregious price for it. I'm speaking as someone who was raised in a family who wasn't always able to afford these things. Then, making my own. Do you really think that's totally sanitary? This 100%. Menstruation doesn't discriminate. Every healthy woman, apart from trans women, has periods and needs access to sanitary products. At least I can afford it. But so many women who live on measly amounts can't, or have to compromise on other essentials like food, etc. Besides the generic stuff people are going to say, like healthcare and food and water. I say knowledge. I don't mean all colleges and schools be paid for, but there should be scholarly articles available to everyone without a paywall. Try directly contacting the researchers. Like, check the abstract for their email, and contact them directly. They don't get paid when you buy their papers. Only the publisher does. If you ask nicely, they will sometimes send them to you for free. Therapy. Nobody should ever have to suffer from depression or other mental illnesses just because they can't afford help. Well, therapists have to eat too. Then food should be free. This is literally the rest of this comment section. Any life-saving medication One of my biggest fears is needing a medication I can't afford or insurance won't cover. Human life should be worth more than a piece of paper. Toilets. One of the most shocking things about going outside the US was paying to use the bathroom. Monsieur, so ridiculous. Think of it not so much as paying to use the bathroom, but for it to be clean and stocked with toilet paper. Public transport. If we need to be more green and save the environment, we have to have a clear alternative to cars. That's paid by them who determines such things, aka the government. In my experience in the US, public transportation is much cheaper than driving. It's just the size of the US makes it less convenient. The hospital. Laughs in European edit, but no FR, it should be free worldwide. Healthcare. To be fair, healthcare would never be free. I am from Austria and I pay a lot of taxes for it. Don't get me wrong, our system is really good and I absolutely not want it to be any other way, but it is not free. Car parking at hospitals. Thing is, urban hospitals would then become parking lots for people outside the hospital. If every other garage in the area charges $50 per day, the free one is going to be absolutely mobbed. The only way seems to be to provide vouchers that patients and their visitors. The hospitals I've experienced do seem to have some degree of that, but it should be more. I've also heard that some countries, like Norway, will reimburse for patients for healthcare travel expenses, which is awesome. Glasses. I didn't choose to be blind. Ugh. Gotta tell you glasses contact wearers out there. Yes, I am yelling. My best friend and I have poor eyesight. Her contacts are -15 and -16.5. Mine are -12.5 and -13.0. I was bitching about how expensive contacts are. My insurance would cover one or the other, not both, due to the high script it cost me. She has now saved me hundreds of dollars. If your eye doctor has deemed your contacts or glasses as medically necessary, they may be discounted or free. Your script has to be strong enough. You cannot function without glasses or contacts. I buy a year's supply of monthlies and they were absolutely free. Edit. Folks, I am not a doctor, just a poor schmuck with crappy eyesight. According to my brief search on Google, it depends on your insurance company of who is eligible, what conditions are accepted, etc. Again, my insurance gave it to me because 1. I cannot function in any way without my glasses or contacts. 2. I cannot get any surgery that would work. 3. My scripts are very, very strong. A lot of glasses brands cost a ton because of Luxottica. Companies that take advantage of the fact that there are people that need basic things, like vision, are the worst. Internet. Some people would say that this is a luxury, but in this day and age, internet is a necessity. My environmental science teacher showed us pictures she took in a lesser developed country. Forgot which one. And the people in the pics had cell phones but no shoes. That's how essential the internet is to the monsieur. Cell phones are their best way of communicating with others further away and getting news. Not to mention they can really develop their businesses and sales online. There are pictures of people living in mud houses with satellites. It's crazy. Guac. Condoms, feminine hygiene products, birth control. Paying taxes on your own property after you pay it off. Don't misunderstand me, I am all for taxes and the government using our money to better our lives and such, but it just doesn't seem right to have to keep paying on something that you fully own. Edit. What I said less than yes to what everyone read. Taxes are evil. There shouldn't be any taxes. I should just get free stuff with no way to pay for it. Before replying, please read my full comment and not just the very first sentence. I am for taxes. It is actually a Christian obligation to pay taxes. I agree, it seems weird, but then again, once your house is paid off, you are still using the roads, street lights, and sidewalks around your home. Condoms. People who bring up that condoms are often free at clinics or certain charities forget that they rarely include latex-free condom in that, which are usually way more expensive than normal condoms anyway. Latex allergy sufferer here. School lunches. With how shady they are, they should pay kids to eat them, monsieur. The convenience of using an electronic ticket. Burials. I registered as a whole-body donor. Hopefully I can do some good that way, and my family isn't left with any costs at all. Cashing a check at the bank that issued it. The pretext they give is that you don't have an account there. The person who wrote the check does. Now show me the money, not the fee. Odd story, but I had to open an account or have mortgage through the bank to cash a check. Furious, because the check I wanted to cash was from that bank. I filled out an MRTG application, found a house, and now I not only cash checks free, I also own a home. All because I got mad. I mean, it all worked out for me in a positive way. Ha ha ha. PPE for healthcare workers. Basic internet, water. Free is not really free. The things that cannot be bought with money come with a cost as well. At some level, someone needs to pay a cost for someone to receive something free of cost. That being said, there are things like fees that someone charges for not really doing anything. It's basically just a charge just 'cause. Parking at the hospitals for healthcare workers. In some areas, it may be around $14–16 a day, and even with the staff rate, it's still around 10 to 12. It all adds up. It's ridiculous that out of all places, it's hospital parking lots that cost money to park in. Yeah, most people totally are there for leisure, and this just is the fun tax. Bankruptcy. If you think about it, bankruptcy is free. Wait a goddamn minute, listen here. Education, water, EpiPens, medical insurance in USA. It'll cost money directly or indirectly. Drinking water, anything that you are forced to should be provided. If I need a debit card, it should be free, and all ATM charges or any type of bank charges should not apply. There's a lot of things today you are forced to own, so yeah? Give it for free or take my money and fuck right off. All these posts make me wonder, do you guys not have competition? They're whacked enough. Online banks here who offer different kinds of credit and debit cards. For example, I have a free one with a free, no fees worldwide withdrawal and payment Visa card. Is that not a thing everywhere? Is it something like Revolut? No, it's a normal bank account. Lol. Parking in the hospital parking lot. Water. Basically, people shouldn't be charged for things they can't help. Healthcare, ambulance ride, feminine products, paying to use public bathroom, drinking water. I have to eat. I can't help that. Should that be free? I have to have clothes and shelter. I live in a rural area. I can't survive without transportation. Free cars. And as long as feminine products are free, how about other forms of hygiene? Free toilet paper, toothpaste, razors, soap. What about when things that I need break? Free plumbers, auto mechanics, electricians. Might as well make everything free. I'm sure that would work splendidly. Yeah, imagine if you didn't have to worry about starving to death. Guaranteed a shitty house so you don't have to worry about exposure. Plumbing and other utilities can be learned. If you want better work for it, want to not live in a shithole, get a good job or enterprise, want to not have to eat shitty food, work for it. When people don't have to worry about just surviving, they can work on improving themselves and the world. Think that's not too weird a thing to ask for. I remember I tried to kill myself once. Somebody called an ambo for me and I spent 2 weeks in the psych ward. Got out, came home to a massive ambo bill. WTF. I like how casually you say, tried to kill myself once, as it's a typical occurrence for you. Joking aside, hopefully you feel better now than at that dark moment. My insurance charges me $150 for an visit. Ambulance rides are in the $1,000s. We have people taking ride shares to the because of the costs. Clean water, peace, parking permits for college students. Not only they are not free, but they are also outrageously expensive. $95. And they expire each year. So a 4-year student has to pay about $400 to park in this school parking lot where you already paying premium dollars to attend there. On that note, Disney parking lot is also outrageous considering you are already paying top dollar for a ticket. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.